The Pittsburgh Steelers are walking into one of the most important offseasons in the NFL. And the reason is simple. This team is not only betting on Aaron Rodgers, they are also getting ready for the day after him. That is what makes this story bigger. Pittsburgh is trying to win right now, but they are also making sure the whole team does not crash when the veteran window starts closing. That is why this rookie class matters so much. Max Ihenashore was brought in to protect the offense. Jeremy Bernard gives the passing game a fresh weapon. Drew Aller gives the Steelers a young quarterback to develop without rushing him. Then Dalen Everett, Gennings Dunker, and Eli Heidenreich add more toughness, depth, and competition. This is not a random group. This is a team fixing the weak spots before the season exposes them. Now the pressure moves to Aaron Rodgers. If he still has enough left, these rookies do not need to carry the Steelers. They only need to make the team sharper, faster, and harder to beat. But if this young group grows quickly, the AFC North will have a real problem, because Pittsburgh is not acting like a team trying to survive. They are acting like a team setting up its next run before anyone sees it coming. Aaron Rodgers changes the whole room in Pittsburgh. Without him, every young player would feel heavier pressure from day one. With him, the Steelers get time, order, and a real leader under center. That matters because young talent looks better when the quarterback knows where the ball should go, when the offense stays calm, and when the team is not playing scared. This is where Max Ihenashore and Jeremy Bernard become bigger names to watch. Ihenashore is not only blocking for a normal quarterback, he is protecting a veteran who reads defenses fast and punishes mistakes. Bernard is not only fighting for touches, he is trying to earn trust from one of the smartest quarterbacks in the NFL. That kind of setup turns normal rookie buzz into real pressure. But the biggest winner might be Drew Aller. He does not need to walk in and save the franchise right away. He gets to learn behind Rodgers, watch how a veteran handles the job, and grow without the whole city rushing him. That is the part that makes this story serious. If Rodgers keeps the Steelers steady now, Aller gets a cleaner path for later, and Pittsburgh suddenly has a quarterback plan that feels a lot smarter than people expected. The Pittsburgh Steelers did not make their first move for noise. They made it because the offense needed protection. Max Ihenashore was taken at number 21, and that tells you how serious Pittsburgh was about fixing the front line. He is a big tackle from Arizona State, and the team has already signed him to his rookie deal. This pick matters because everything starts up front. If the pocket breaks, the whole offense breaks. Aaron Rodgers needs time to read the field. The run game needs space. The young quarterback behind him needs a better setup for the future. Ihenashore gives the Steelers size, power, and a real chance to stop the same pocket problems that have hurt them before. That is why this move is bigger than a normal first-round pick. It is the piece that holds the plan together. If Ihenashore grows fast, Pittsburgh gets stronger right away. If he becomes the tackle they expect, the offense gets cleaner, the passing game gets more room, and the Steelers suddenly look a lot harder to handle. But protection only opens the door. Now they need someone who turns that extra time into big plays. Now Pittsburgh has the wall, but a wall means nothing if nobody scares the defense. That is where Jeremy Bernard enters the picture. The Steelers did not sit back and hope he fell to them. They moved up and took him at pick 47, which tells you they saw something worth chasing. Bernard brings the type of skill this offense needed badly. He is not just a wide receiver standing outside and waiting for the ball. He can move around, find soft spots, work across the field, and give the quarterback a clean target when the play gets tight. That matters in this offense because Aaron Rodgers does not need a receiver who only looks good on paper. He needs someone who gets open fast and earns trust. This is the pick that can make the Steelers feel less slow and more alive. If Bernard catches on early, defenses cannot sit on the same old looks. They have to respect his movement. They have to track him. They have to adjust. And when a rookie receiver starts forcing defenses to think, that is when the whole offense gets more room to breathe. Drew Aller is the part of this Steelers story that makes people stop and think. Pittsburgh did not take him for a quick headline. They took him because the quarterback room needed a real future piece. He came from Penn State, landed in the third round at pick 76, and now he walks into a team where he does not have to be forced into the fire too early. That is what makes this move interesting. Aller has the size, the arm, and the look of a quarterback teams like to build around. But the smart part is patience. At rookie minicamp, he was the only quarterback taking part, so he got a heavy workload right away. That gave the coaches a clean look at how he handles reps, pressure, and learning on the fly. For Pittsburgh, this is not about rushing the future. It is about letting the future grow the right way. Aller can watch, learn, and fix the small things before the big moment comes. That is dangerous for the rest of the division because the Steelers are not only thinking about this season, they are quietly preparing for the day when this young quarterback might become the name everyone has to talk about. This is the part of the draft fans skip too fast, and that is a mistake. Dalen Everett, Jennings Dunker, and Eli Heidenreich are not headline names like Aaron Rodgers or Drew Aller, but they matter because they attack the dirty work spots. Everett is a cornerback from Georgia, Dunker is a guard from Iowa, and Heidenreich is a running back and receiver from Navy. Everett brings real fight to the back end. He comes from a program where soft players do not last, and Pittsburgh needs that kind of edge in the secondary. Dunker gives the offensive line another big body who can make camp harder for everybody around him. That is how good teams get built, not only with stars but with young players who raise the heat at practice and force veterans to stay sharp. Then Heidenreich adds the wild card feel. He is not locked into one simple box, and that makes him interesting. A player like that has to earn his way through effort, special teams, and smart touches. That is where the Steelers can find hidden value. The top picks bring the buzz, but these are the picks that decide how deep the roster really is once the season starts hitting back. Rookie minicamp is where draft hype gets tested fast. A player can sound great on draft night, but the field tells the truth. For the Steelers, the first look gave coaches something real to work with. Jeremy Bernard flashed early polish, Drew Aller handled heavy reps, Max Ihenachor and Jennings Dunker got important work up front, while Dalen Everett and Eli Heidenreich brought energy that stood out. But nobody has won anything yet, and that is the point. Minicamp is not about crowning stars, it is about seeing who learns fast, who moves like he belongs, and who does not look scared when the work starts. That is where this group gave Pittsburgh a good first sign. The rookies did not look lost. They looked like players fighting for real roles. Now the story gets tighter. Rookie buzz is easy in May, but training camp is where the soft names disappear. If this class keeps pushing, the Steelers will have more than a few young players to talk about. They will have real camp battles, real roster pressure, and real decisions coming fast. That is when the fun starts, because the front office built the room, but the players still have to take it. Now the easy part is over. Pittsburgh made the moves, added the young pieces, and brought Aaron Rodgers back for another run. But now comes the real test. A one-year deal means there is no long runway. The Steelers have to get value right away because every week with Rodgers under center will feel like a clock ticking louder. That pressure also hits the quarterback room. Drew Aller is the future piece, but Mason Rudolph is still part of the picture. That means every practice, every rep, and every preseason snap will matter. Nobody gets a free seat in this room. If Aller grows fast, the whole conversation changes. If Rudolph holds firm, the Steelers get a stronger backup fight. Either way, Pittsburgh finally has real tension behind the starter, and the roster questions do not stop there. Nick Herbig keeps rising, while names like TJ Watt and Alex Highsmith still carry the weight on the edge. That is where the front office has to be cold and smart. The Steelers are chasing wins now, but they are also protecting the next version of the team. That is what makes this offseason so big. Pittsburgh did not just build hype, they built pressure, and now the whole AFC North gets to see if this plan is real. Blessings to all my subscribers family, your support means everything. Stay tuned, stay sharp, and I could catch you in the next one.